everybody, and welcome back to 3 Derpy Oaks. We have... Oh, Squirrelly's squirreled. He's squirreled, there he is. He's run through the hedge, and he's running circles, squirrely circles around me. Hello, Squirrelly, how are you?
Good.
Good. And we've got Hitman, who's fascinated by the rear end of a tractor. Anything you want to share with the group, Hitman?
No, I'm just making sure everything's connected. I didn't put this on here, so I was making sure everything was put on correctly. And
okay.
Everything looks good.
Good
job. And hello.
Jolly good. So welcome back. We've got some new mods. So Hitman's just going to get started on his cultivating contract. So we've got the realistic weather mod, which adds moisture levels to the fields, and that affects harvest distances, which is cool. We've got extra information up the top, so we can see the current temperature, the high for today, the low for today. We can see the year in the whatsamajigger. And we also see extra stuff on the fields and the tractors and whatnot. And we've got the inspector mod. So...
Yay! I mean,
yeah.
No.
There's all sorts of cool stuff going on. And we've got the financing mod, which is how we've purchased another piece of new equipment, which I'll talk about. Actually, I'll go and talk about now, otherwise I'll forget, and then it'll be next episode. It'll be like, hey, I was going to tell you about this other piece of equipment, wasn't I? Here, where is it? Where did it? Oh, Squirrelly's in it.
Yep.
Squirrelly's in it. He's in it. That's why.
Oh, it's free.
He's in it to win it.
There it is. So yeah, it's all right. I'm here. I went to the tractor. So Squirrelly has got on finance, because in our mods we also got the finance mod, which I like because it's not the lease to own, it's actually a financing mod. And so yeah, we've got this wonderful harvester that does all the vegetables, and it has a little bit of storage in it as well. So
Yay! Yeah.
I never want to use that other one again.
yeah, that was.
There's two of us working.
There was yeah, the other one with no storage is a bit of a challenge, particularly. So yeah, I'm getting away from the noise. I'm going to go and do my mowing. Fat man went to mow two meadows.
This is field, I think 12 and 25 we had
yes.
The contract for, and we did with the other harvester, and oh my gosh, I spent at least 12 hours on field 25. And no, between the two fields, I guess it was.
Yeah.
But at least 12 hours doing that, and yeah, it was awful.
It was, yeah, it was. I mean, I came on. You guys did the bulk of the work, so I'm not going to take credit for that. I came in and I did like a day where I did like 3 or 4 hours, and that was hardly a scratch.
And the funny thing is, some of what you did, I'd already done, and then the server restarted and didn't save, so I lost about 40 minutes of, and that was when I last played.
Yeah.
I've been on since. I just rage quit. I'm like, you know what? I'll play something else. I can't be bothered with this. It was just, ugh. But
yeah.
Speaking of the contract 2012 and 25, how do we do for money? Because we spent a fair bit on hiring a worker, but did we actually have enough?
Oh yeah,
crop? Because it dumped crop on the field constantly, so I was hoping we had enough to
but I think some of that was just visuals, because I was paying attention to that when I was doing it, and it seemed to me that what was happening at some of the time was it would actually finish loading it into the WhatsApp, but the animation would still play for several seconds afterwards. So I don't think we were actually losing a lot of crop. I think we were losing some, but not a significant amount.
When I finished the contract, I had 99% on field 12. The other one, 25, was done, but I still had 99% on field 12. So I just drive over to field 12 and get the little bit of scraps that were left, like on the corners in the field from the machine turning, and then I collected. I think it was just under 200 liters, and that finished the contract.
Yeah,
so
I knew we were going to be close. I was concerned about it. Yeah.
It was,
Also, when the AI worker would clear the corners and edges and stuff, it would just go, and it wouldn't wait for me to tip or anything. It would just dump them on the ground, and I was so annoyed with it.
Yeah.
With this one here, For this one here, I've gained 70,000 liters of sugar beets from that last sugar beet contract. So we made an extra 25,000 off of that.
Yeah, Squirrelly is bringing the money in. I mean, if anyone is surprised at this, then I encourage you to go back and rewatch All Derp's Farm. Squirrelly was always the one making the money. So there we go. But yeah, no, it's good. I'm happy. I think, like I said, we've got some good new mods. We've updated one of the mods. So one of the mods we had was the contract boost. So we've updated that because I think, or we've come to the conclusion we think that one was the one, because it was an outdated one, that might have been causing some of our, hey, you finished the contract but you haven't returned the equipment kind of stuff. So,
which we had that problem on the previous our previous series too, on the other farm.
Yeah, we did.
And they
we had
updated the game and it messed up our save file. So, oh well.
Yeah, it may have done. I'm still not convinced that that was what caused us. Because, I mean, the fact that it blanked out completely suggests more to me that it was a Giants update that somehow reset the server. That's my guess. But, again, there's really no way to know because I don't have any ability to fully investigate that. But that's fine. That is past history now. And we are...
I think Wolfman sabotaged it. That's what it was.
I don't think he's got the intellectual ability to sabotage us.
Well, maybe he thought he was helping. Yay. That'd be fun, Wolfman, join us. Does he, I don't even know if he plays Farm Sim. I think he does.
Yeah, he plays Farm Sim.
Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it would be fun if he joined us. I mean, like I said, I just don't think he would... I don't think he'd really care enough to sabotage us.
There's too many Canadians here anyway for him.
Ah, yes, well... Imagine if there were 3 many Canadians. That would be even worse.
Yeah, eh?
So... But it's all good fun. So yeah, so... It's lots and lots of fun. I've got to give my apologies, although this will be like very, very late. We did have a gap there in the beginning of March where no episodes went up, and I can only apologise. I wasn't well on the weekends, so consequently the editing and scheduling just didn't take place, even though we had recorded content. So I do apologise, everybody. That was on me. Yeah, it's called life, and yeah.
Anyone who's done that, has done videos, posting videos and editing and all that, knows how much effort it takes. It is a lot of effort, and especially doing it week after week. Sometimes you're just like, oh, I don't feel like it right now, and then where did the time go? And then trying to upload you have to plan extra because of your upload speed on your slow internet. So, I mean, I just stopped. 2019, I was just one of the many reasons I just had enough, and I haven't uploaded the videos then.
Well, the upload speed isn't terrible, but it does take, like, I mean, if I'm going to upload a bunch of videos, I need to kind of basically set the computer doing it and go away and leave it for a few hours. Whereas before, it was kind of select a video, upload it, and then, like, 20 minutes later, it's there. So convenient. But I've been spoiled, and I am no longer being spoiled, and that's okay, because worse things happen in other places. So, there we go. But and of course, it didn't help.
Get better.
Yeah, it wasn't just the time. I was actually, I mean, there were like 2 Saturdays in a row where I woke up and I was just kind of, okay, yeah, I'm going back to bed because I've got a migraine, and the day is just not going to happen. So I had days that just did not exist for me. But hopefully, we're getting to the end of that. So it's all good fun. It's always when there's kind of lots of stuff going on in your life that those things happen, and hopefully, like I said, I'll have an update on that I can share with everybody soon. I don't have at the moment, but yeah, there's stuff going on, but that's called life. That's life. That's what all the Canadians say. Apparently.
It's usually past the syrup.
Ah, is that what all the Canadians say? Oh, okay, that's fine.
Especially right now. Syrup time.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's the people are extracting maple syrup right now.
Ah,
And you wouldn't believe how different it tastes. So when you just take fresh maple syrup and you just like ladle it out of the where you're cooking it down and dump some on the snow to cool it. And once you eat maple syrup that way, it's so amazing. My mouth's watering just thinking about it.
Don't know that I've ever really kind of tried maple syrup, and that's probably sacrilege. But yeah, I'm not sure that I
have sugar maples. Do you? You have sugar maples in Britain?
I have no idea.
Oh.
Yeah,
You should be able
to.
Should have it imported.
Probably, but I don't
But
recall ever trying it. I may have tried it, but I just don't recall specifically. So.
I even put it in my bread. When I'm baking bread, I use either maple syrup or molasses.
Molasses? Why would you take molasses?
Sugar, I add that stuff instead of just plain sugar, so it's a little better for you.
Try honey too.
Made it with honey too. Yep.
Honey, da 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 da. Sorry, had to be done. It's the law.
I was singing that all evening. Oh well.
You're welcome.
Now you know what? I still have Line Volt stuck in my head. So.
Oh, you love that one, don't you?
I love that song. It's great. I really like that kind of music. I guess. That's a good song. Yeah. And I'm not even really a train sim guy. I just like the song.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, I watched a video. There's called Animagraphs, and the guy did one on steam locomotive. Oh. Wow, it was like 45 minutes long, I think, something like that. It was just from start to finish, the one of the big steam locomotives near the end. I forget if it was the Big Boy or something, what it was called. I'm not a train person, so I couldn't tell you. But it was huge. They showed it next to one of the old locomotives from the 1800s, and it just dwarfed it, because this was from the late 40s, 1940s.
Yeah, it's probably was it the Union Pacific?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be the 4884 Big Boy.
Yeah, man, that was a monster.
Yeah,
it was really
interesting.
Yeah,
they have one that's in operation right now.
That doesn't surprise me. But man, what a big piece of equipment! Can you imagine the maintenance on it? Just wow.
Yeah.
He goes into the person who did the video goes into it shows all the the schematics of the inside and what each system does. Is a very detailed video. So if you're into trains and especially steam trains, I recommend having a look for that video.
Yeah. One of the articulated ones.
Yeah.
Articulated.
Okay, we hijacked it enough about trains.
There's no problem. I mean, heck, I played train sim. You don't think I'm going to kind of geek out a little bit with people that enjoy trains?
So in train sim world,
I mean, it's not my thing particularly, but I enjoy the train sim game. So,
can you use a steam train in that game, or
yes.
Are they all diesel and electric? Oh wow, cool.
There's a steam train in. I've done it on kind of some of the tutorial missions just to see.
Different operation, I bet, than a electric or a diesel.
Oh yeah.
Nobody's asking for line volt in one of those steam ones.
No, there's certainly no LED indicators or anything like that. So, but no, it's good fun.
There were other ones. They had other ones like different machines that were pretty interesting. I think there was a harvester there. A combine harvester might be one of them.
Huh?
I haven't seen it, watched it yet, but I think there was a video for combine harvester. So I'm interested in that one.
Yeah, I'm getting close to having to rewatch The West Wing again at some point. So
I've never seen it.
Yes,
I hear birds. I can't
That's
tell if the birds are in the game or
it's in the game.
The birds are in the game. Yes. Tweet, tweet, tweet.
Oh, I have a question for you guys and other farms players. When you're in, say right now, I'm in the tractor going up and down the field with this cultivator. If I move my view from external view, if I'm moving the view up and down, the field goes white. Just on above and below the tractor, but not to the sides. If I turn to the sides, nothing. So I don't understand. Like, it's obviously it's view settings, but I mess with it quite a bit, but I have not been able to change that.
No.
So it almost looks like when I move the screen
Like
up
it's
and
glitching.
down, it looks like there's frost on the field. Anyway,
It's probably the shaders.
shaders. Okay.
It, So it looks like it's supposed to be like a reflection from the glass on the field.
They're throwing
Glass on the
shade.
field.
Those shaders, they're throwing shade. It's terrible.
Just because of the new dynamic, right? There shows all the shadows and that.
Mm-hmm.
The shadows, we better get the Vorlons in then.
Mm-hmm. Save us.
And I mean, yeah, there's going to be very few people that get that reference.
I don't know. I imagine there's a few Babylon 5 viewers here.
I would hope so. I would hope so.
I don't know. I like the Expanse a lot more than I like Babylon 5.
Well, the Expanse is...
I don't know. It seems
That's newer than B5 anyway, isn't it? So
Yeah, but not so much effects. It's more of, I guess, the science of it. I don't know how else to describe it. That things were just a little more realistic, as far as the gravity and all that stuff. How they did it in the game, in the video, movies, the show.
I mean, B5, they did have those rotating sections, so it wasn't like they didn't have any thought towards gravity at all.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah.
I don't know, it just seemed a little more authentic. Oh.
That's fine.
That's loud.
I just thought the whole idea of with Babylon 5 and the politics of it was yeah, that seemed quite real.
Yeah, there's that, yeah.
But then again, you can say the same for the Expanse, because that was just going, yeah, okay. We totally do that. That it would totally happen that there would be, if we went and colonized another planet, you give it 3 or 4 generations, and then there's going to be absolute animosity back to the homeworld of kind of, why are you just taking all the resources from us, you bunch of absolute gimboids? So yeah, so you can totally get that, and if you don't know what we're talking about, you should definitely probably watch The Expanse and Babylon 5, and yeah, if you enjoy sci-fi, you should. If you don't, then maybe not. So I don't know.
I don't understand.
Everybody's different, Hitman.
Yeah, but everybody's different, but we're all the same. Wait.
Yeah, that reminds me of one of those expressions that I collect in my little ones. Just and whenever you're having a bad day, just remember you're unique. You're unique, just like everybody else. I just go, yes, that's the absolute best way.
We're all unique.
Yep. Just remember you're unique. Just there's one of a kind, just like everybody else. And it's kind of, yeah,
Reminds me on Monty Python Life of Brian when they're, you're all unique, you're all individuals. No, we're all individuals. Yeah.
Yeah. Indeed. I mean, that's the one of the biggest challenges of I guess what happens for us at the moment is that mob mentality when everyone collectively kind of cedes their opinion to whatever someone tells them, and that's one of the key difficulties, because yeah, where's your free thinking, where's your thought, where's your individuality? But it's so much easier to happen because of the internet. So there we go. But still, so yeah, remember to look at things for yourself and think critically. If you can,
especially on social media. Like,
but having said that, you should definitely go and watch The Expanse and Babylon 5.
Do what we tell you.
Yeah, don't listen to this ones. Do exactly what we tell you. But remember to think for yourselves. Oh,
Do what I
dear.
tell you. Think for yourself.
Exactly. Oh dear, we have way too much fun with this. You realise we have way
Yes.
too much fun.
We
But
love
there we go.
birds, too.
And yeah, there's I'm afraid we have filled our fun quotient. Fun quotient,
no.
fun quota for today. So
Quota.
yes, it was a quota. Quota was the word I was looking for, not quotient. But there we go.
Well, send us out of here, Squirrely.
Have a good one.
I was wondering if you're still here.
Yeah.
All right.
Leave it alone.
We'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Take care, everybody. Don't forget to the YouTube things. Look after yourselves. Have a great week, and we will see you again soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.